no idea about these strategies. The other services such as these strategies. You can't just go out and ring a share broker on Monday and say, I want to rent shares. Most of them will have no idea what you're talking about, even though now I created the terminology renting shares, probably 8-9 years ago, and it's now very generic. It's used much wider. This is a sophisticated strategy that was brought down through mass education, is now a mainstream and a middle class strategy. So many people are aware of it and do it. When I first started talking about this many years ago, people would ring up their broker the next day and the broker would go, renting shares, never heard of it. And they go, oh, it doesn't exist. It's existed for a long time, even before I started doing it. So it does exist. It's a real strategy. You can go and do this stuff. It's out there. But 92% of brokers are not credited to do it. They can't do it. 8% can. So if you don't want to have to go and try and find a broker, and many brokers don't understand the way that I teach it, you can use our brokers. Okay, 21st Century has that available for you, so you don't have to do anything, etc. You can ring that support is there. Okay, it's done for you. Who likes the idea of that, by the way? So you've got the support, they can hold your hand, execute the strategy. You can only do it through a broker that's licensed and credit for this, and they can take care of that for you, okay? So you're not left on your own. Insurance, I mentioned that, you need to take care of insurance. That service is there for you, so you can use them, they can structure, they understand all the strategies. Basically, whatever you will need to get the result you want, if we don't have it yet, we will have it in the future, okay? So basically, it can support you to implement everything you need to do. And also, for instance, you like the 100% share strategy. In other words, we can borrow up to 100%, capital protect it, take advantage of the market in a big way, wherever that was, there, this sort of thing. Then as a member, past member, or new member, you'll be able to sit down with a licensed financial strategist with this strategy. They'll be able to walk through that. So if you don't want to be able to educate you how to do it yourself, we teach you that at the seminars, etc., in the home study. If you don't want to have to do it yourself, then the good news is this. Who would like someone to take care of it for you and do it for you? Okay? If you want that, that is available. So you'll be able to sit down one-on-one. They'll be able to walk you through the strategy, show you how to do it, get you up and running. Right now, you could be going to the market, just this strategy alone, in a big way. Okay? In a big way, knowing you can capital protect it, leverage, taking advantage of that, if that's suitable for you, but you can sit down at least one-on-one with a financial licensed strategist that can walk you through that, and if you want them to do it for you, then that's available, okay? So we try and have a strategy where you can do it yourself as much as you can. Also, if you don't want to do something that's done for you, that way you can take advantage of not just one strategy, but many strategies at the one time. Making sense? Okay? So that's a lot of the support. Now, also, you can come back to as many seminars as you wish. The 4-day Education for Life is a cornerstone program. Just show of hands in this room who's done the 4-day at least once. Okay, look around, have a chat to some of these people, attended the 4-day, and it's a good idea to revisit that program several times. Very powerful program. It will shift your mindset, your psychology, plus you'll be exposed to even more strategies. Very powerful. If you only ever do one seminar with 21st Century, that's the one to do. Okay, and they're usually every 6 to 8 weeks, somewhere around Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, somewhere. Okay. Number 2, we have an internet and business program, so you don't have to pay any extra. It's a one-off fee to be a member, and you get all these things. You don't have to pay again to do an internet and business program. If you want to learn about that, you'll learn about that. Even if you don't want to learn about internet and business, we're going to teach you anyhow, okay? Because it's another passive income. Who here would like to make $4,000 a month or more online the next 12 to 24 months? Raise your hand. Okay? Most of you don't know how to do that right now. Is that true? You wouldn't have a clue. You haven't been taught. You're going to be taught how to do that, whether you want to do it or not, that's up to you, but at least you can have access to that, you can learn those things. It can supplement what you're doing, okay? Property and finance, to give you more depth on just property and getting finance, we do a 2-day program, so that's available to members. Some of you haven't had a chance to do that. That'll be in Brisbane later in the year. It'll also be in each capital city around Australia, so they're held several times a year. So it's just to give you more depth into those strategies if you want to go and focus more on that. We have a women's seminar once a year. Can men come? No. So it's a women's seminar. So sorry. Plus, here's a bonus for you. All new members and past members. What we are now making available, you'll also get the Internet and Business Home Study Program. So worth $2,000. 15 different speakers flying in from the US, Australian speakers, teaching everything they know about internet and business. You will now receive that complimentary as part of your membership. So even past members, who likes the idea of that? Okay. Here's the catch. Only catch is this, is you have to attend the Internet and Business program and you'll collect it on the day 2 of the event, okay? Why? It's an incentive to make sure you actually attend the program, learning the stuff, but also knowing that You can go home and study the information in more detail if you don't quite get everything, because seminars move pretty fast, that you've got the depth to go back over, okay? And you can attend that any time. There will be some in each capital, or most capital cities, Queensland, New South Wales, and Victoria, over the coming 12 months, some coming up next month actually. You're welcome to attend that and pick up that program, okay? What else do you get? A whole host of new seminars we are bringing out. These are held not as often. It's up to you if you want to go as a member. They're inclusive. You don't have to pay any extra. Accounting seminar, RPA, time-rich seminar is a brand new concept I mentioned very briefly. I'm delivering a seminar on that shortly next month, and we'll be doing some more of those next year. You're welcome to go to that. That is exciting. If you want to have a millionaire's lifestyle without actually having even to become a millionaire and do it within 12 months or less, that program. You don't need any money to be an investor, and it's not even an investment strategy. It's changing what you do now to get semi-passive income just by what you're doing. Phenomenal. Then there's some other seminars, health, etc., other whole range of areas. These are held less often. You're welcome to come to those as a member at no charge. Okay? 5 years ongoing support. As I mentioned, you also have access to the forum where you can hang around. You can meet other members around Australia, around New Zealand, around the world, and you can network, etc. Who'd like to be able to meet other like-minded people, that are doing these things? Because there's nothing worse than dealing with people that don't understand it. You go and buy a property and go and tell some of your friends, guess what? I just bought a property. And what are they going to think? They think, yeah, show off, boast. Who do you think you are? Just rub my nose in it. But if you're talking to someone that's out there actually investing, they're going to go, well done, congratulations, fantastic, keep going for it. They'll encourage you. So having that like-minded group, part of being a member, you get access to that at seminars, etc., but also you can keep in touch with our new social network, etc., so you can keep in touch, share ideas, help each other. So you're part of the family. What else? The 4 days, our main programs are held around the country, in New Zealand as well, and also in Fiji. Okay, so if you want to have an excuse for an exotic holiday, Fiji, Queenstown is great. Otherwise, you can do it here locally, wherever you want. Okay. Conditions to make this work. We at the 21st Century are highly committed to having you successful, but we cannot do it for you. I cannot do it for you. I can give you everything I do on the home study, every strategy, every ounce of knowledge and information I have and energy at the events, and all the other speakers are passionate, etc., will deliver as much as they can, but ultimately it's up to you to participate, ultimately up to you to take action, okay? And we're going to make it as easy as possible. We're going to support you, etc., but you have to be committed. There's no hoping this will work without putting effort in. There is effort, 100% commitment required, but to do anything in life, to make it success, you're going to have to do that. 2, be honest with yourself, so where you're at, where you want to go. 3, consider giving the concept of 10% of the profits you make to charity. We can't force you to do that. We just encourage you to do that. And if you're happy with what you learn at 21st Century, refer 3 other people to what we do. Spread the word, basically. And prepared to take action, no excuses. So let me ask you this question. If you could learn all these strategies in detail to know how to do it and be able to execute it, and I said to you it was all free, who would find the time to do it? Okay. So here's some good news for you, okay, and here's some bad news. Want to guess what the bad news is? It's not free. It's $25,000 deposit, okay, and then installment plans after that, okay. And it should be, but I'm going to give you a discount. Who would like a discount? Okay, here's a discount for you. The value of the program and all the things that you're getting, which I mentioned there before, is well over $20,000 worth of value. Many programs you'll pay and invest more than what it costs for a one-off fee for 5 years of all these seminars, all these programs, just for one specific strategy. With 21st Century, you're getting dozens of strategies and ongoing education for 5 years for one-off fee. And for as little as $25 a week now, you can have the access to that education. So somebody will say, well, can I afford it? Well, can you not afford it? You think about it. How much has it cost people in the last 12 months not to know this stuff? How much has it cost them in the last few months not to know this stuff? In the last 5 years, 10 years, not to know these strategies? I tell you, it's cost them more than $25 a week.